Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Newage Legendary Heroes 53B Dagon figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. I'm going to give you a brief, I suppose, history of who he is, because if you don't know who he is, or indeed what this homage is, this is a brilliant homage to the original version, which was an eHobby exclusive figure. And it is, of course, it's an Omega Supreme redeco. This is, it depends what you want to call him. You can either call him Sentinel or you can call him Guardian Robot. And as exactly that, this packaging is a brilliant homage to the original toy. Now, the original toy, as I said, was an exclusive, only released in Japan, and he's getting a lot of love at the moment because he's had a Guardians, a Generation Select version rather. That is the original toy. I'm going to show you that in a little while. Let's see if I can fit him in, and as you can see, I've already got him ready in base mode. But as I was saying, this box is a beautiful homage to the eHobby box that the original was packaged in. If you want to see the original, check out the Guardian Robot eHobby video on this channel. There is the product there in robot mode, and there's the rocket, and there's some lovely artwork there. And then once again, there is the actual product. So this, as I say, it's basically a redeco of Omega Supreme, and with, as luck would have it, at the moment I've got the original Newage Omega Supreme here as well, and I've actually got the Pangu version of this as well, which is their take on the Sentinel robot as well. So we can have a look and see the main differences between these at the same time. Now, because, as I say, this is just a redeco of Newage's Michael, this video probably won't be as long, but it's still going to go through all the important things. But if you want to see, as I say, this mold in a lot more detail, then check out the Newage Michael review on this channel. Right, so I've got him in base mode ready. Few things to show you. This is the tank, which again is brilliant. You can pull these turrets out. It is actually battery powered. I don't unfortunately have the correct battery. It comes with a little screwdriver. You unscrew these here, and then obviously you put the battery in. You've then got these little tabs there, like so, which you can press down. I'm just going to press that one, to be honest, and then these fit inside the grooves of the track, and it will go around and round, which again is a lovely little touch, and again a great homage to the original. We've got some beautiful translucent plastic there. The base mode, to be honest, is, I don't want to say underwhelming. It's okay, it's not too bad, but it could be a lot better. This is all about the main robot, to be honest, and it always was with the original Generation 1 version of Omega Supreme. We've got the rocket ship here, which again is really, really clever. The transformation process video is a tutorial, and it's uploaded already, and it's, I've sneakily, you just use the original Michael, to be honest, but it's exactly the same, as I've already said a couple of times, just a redeco. What I want to do though is just try and lift this up just to give you an idea of the base itself. So it is so cleverly made. These are the feet, basically. They're the leg covers. This is the main torso. That, believe it or not, is the arms, and it cuts through the back. These, of course, are the wings on the back, and this makes up most of the chest piece. There are the grooves that I was on about, that it would follow around in the track. And again, you can put the rocket on this side. As I've mentioned, the base is a little underwhelming. It's all about the robots. Now, the funny thing is as well, with the Newage figures, there's Newage David, which is their take on Optimus Prime. As you can see, he's just too big. It doesn't really work at all for base mode. However, it does when they scale perfectly in robot mode. If you've got any Takara World's Smallest Transformers, there's one, or if you've got any of the Doctor Wu figures, these scale much better, as I'm sure you'll agree, just because they're that little bit smaller. So I'd suggest, if you are going to be displaying him in base mode, to get the smaller versions of the figures that you love. To give you an idea, if you've no idea how big these are and you only collect mainline, there is a deluxe Devcon figure, and as you can see, huge. So it doesn't scale at all with these, with mainline, and it's not supposed to. That's why it is scaling with them as a Voyager class cloud cover as well. So you can see just how much bigger they are. So it's not advisable to have them scaling with them. Because I've got the other guys in robot mode, we're going to have a look at them. I suppose the next thing to do is exactly that, show you this guy in robot mode, and of course do the relevant comparisons. So as you can see, we're back and he's in his robot mode, and as I did mention earlier, I apologize for no transformation process on this video. It will be uploaded in a tutorial, and I gotta confess, as I say, these are the instructions that come with it, and they are literally an exact reprint of the original Michael. They've still got all the same colors, so I've done pretty much the same with the transformation process. However, I will say this about it: it is quite fun, it is quite intricate, but it is not laborious, and it's not, you know, it's not one of them things where you want to throw it across the room. It's actually not too bad at all. I just did quickly want to show you as well that he comes packaged inside this lovely clamshell, and he's of course completely safe inside there. So let's have a look at the actual figure. So we've got him in robot mode. This is the way that obviously he's got to be displayed. He looks so much better in this mode, and even though he's a legend scale figure, he's still huge, so I'm still struggling to try and get him on the camera, or to fit in, shall we say. So if I bring him a bit closer, we can see there we've got the lovely head sculpt. It is highly detailed, it is fully articulate, it does look up and down, spin all the way around. You've got the little cannon bit at the back, which obviously folds away because it's nothing to do with the main cannon on the other part. We've got these missile launchers here in his shoulders, which look great. Now this is going to make quite a bit of noise because they're on ratchets. The shoulders go all the way around, out to the side. There's a swivel, there's a bicep flexion, there is full articulation there. It is spectacular. With regards to the waist, there is a bit of an ab crunch. You can see not too much, you can tilt it a little, you can hear it clicking as well. There is of course a full swivel. The hips and the legs, again, they're on ratchets out to the sides, to the front. They make an absolute racket. You can see them coming out there, and you can in fact see that of course they are die cast. We have a knee bend, again, more ratchets, and we've got an ankle tilt and rock. So a really highly articulate, very clever figure. But as I say, he's still really big, and to give you an idea, I suppose, of how big he is, this is so it's just a redeco again of the Generation 1 Mega Supreme figure, which was pretty big, to be honest. And as you can see, they're about the same height, about the same size. Obviously this one's got much better proportions. Yeah, you can see the difference currently. You can see 30-40 years near enough difference in engineering, shall we say. But I love the color scheme on both of these. What I'm going to try and do, just very quickly, bring in the Pangu version as well, and I'm going to be doing a separate video on this because it's a perfect opportunity to do it while I've got both here. So this is the Pangu version of the Newage, which is basically like, I don't use the term knockoff maybe, but it could be like a knockoff. It could be like a third-party version of a third party, which is quite crazy, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to do a proper comparison video between these two, but just for this particular video, there it is to give you an idea of the size. The Newage one is bigger and the quality is way better, which you will see in the comparison video. But let's bring up then the original Newage Michael, which of course, as you can see, is their take on a Mega Supreme. I think at the moment they're on 6 decos. You've got Shattered Glass, you've got Battle Damaged, you've got G1 Toy, and I can't think of the other one, to be honest, but I believe we might be getting 8. I'm not 100% sure. Let me just move these out of the way. And again, I haven't put the batteries in this, so apologies for that, but you will see straight away now how these scale way better with the legend scale figures in the same toy line, as silly as that sounds. So this looks much better. Let me just move the original one here. You could, I suppose, again use some, you know, Hasbro core class figures, but to be honest, it's, well, I don't know, they don't scale too bad, to be honest. They really don't at all, looking at that. There's a Magic Square Trailbreaker as well, just to give you an idea of how he scales. But with regards to the rest of the mainline figures, as I said, there's your Devcon, who's huge. And indeed there of course is your Cloud Cover again, who is huge. So they don't really scale well. I think that they do scale much better with these little guys, to be fair. The Doctor Wu ones, I'm really liking them at the moment, and I just think for exactly that reason that they do scale very well together. Right, to be honest, there's not much more to say about this figure. It is great, the mold is great. As I said, I don't want to keep going over the same things. If you've seen the Newage Michael review, if you've seen the standard, you know, a Mega Supreme Deco Newage Michael, then you're going to know quite a bit about this figure. This is just if you're after, a bit like myself, if you're after a different variant, or perhaps you really love the War Dawn episode from, of course, the cartoon. But either way, great figure, lovely transformation process, fun to play with, and you can't argue with the fact that this guy displays really well. So I'm going to end the video on that note. As I say, thank you to showz, that's where this came from, and also thank you to Adam for lending me it to do a video review on it. There will be a link for this direct in the description, and of course if you're thinking of getting one yourself, it would be great help if you use my code as well. Thank you very much for watching this, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.